everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's been a long fortnight of anticipation, but kickoff of Super Bowl 51 is just about upon us. For these players and coaches, it's the culmination of a lifetime of dreams. Which team will lift the Lombardi Trophy? We're about to find out. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And Barnidge has it on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. On now the Steelers' second-year punter. This is Australian-born Jordan Berry. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for him again.
And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So the Cowboys will punt it on fourth down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First down carry by Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go!
Prescott now on 2nd down. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Underneath to Davis. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Easy. Here we go.
One receiver left, two to the right. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 3rd and long for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Really good, solid run right there, and he did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. First down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13. Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Here we go. 38.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receiver...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Easy.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring 51st Super Bowl from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle. He's got him in. Complete. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
2nd down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. One receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll throw again. Prescott, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
11 yards on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and
he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Two receivers left, one to the right. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd and short. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set. And guess what? They dropped the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, spinning away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play clock winding down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Roethlisberger will throw. He completes it to Bryant. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Right side caught by Jackson. A nice gain of 21 yards. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One receiver left, two to the right.
Let's go! Ohio!
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Well, we certainly haven't seen many fumble returns for a touchdown in Super Bowl history, but there you go. What a play.
And just think about it. We always talk about the best playmakers make their biggest plays on the biggest stage, and there's none bigger than in the Super Bowl. Remember Von Miller?
Yep.
Strip sack, knocked it free. I think Malik Jackson fell out for a touchdown. We've seen different plays like that throughout the Super Bowls.
And this defense has done this all year long. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. One receiver left, two to the right. Second down, Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. Cutback, left sideline. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren McFadden, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. And quickly they get to the line. Prescott on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First down, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, but remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. A give to Bell. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Here's Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The give is to Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Bell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Now Bell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Bell. Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.